All right, who is ready to pipe in some raspberry ganache? This stuff tastes absolutely amazing. I made it with raspberry jam from a friend of mine. She grows the raspberries in her garden and then makes this awesome jam. I also put some fresh raspberries. Well, they were frozen, but they were frozen when they were fresh. And then I put, of course, some cream in there and some white chocolate liqueur. A bunch of, I shouldn't say a bunch of other stuff, but typical stuff that you would put in a ganache. I think that's it. And then chocolate. Of course, I put chocolate in there. So it is a rich raspberry flavor. Super awesome. And actually, there is a video of me making this. And I believe it is my first Mother's Day my Mother's Day raspberry ganache bonbons, or Mother's Day bonbons, I think it's just called. So check out those videos, because then you've got all the ingredients. I think I go over all the ingredients with it in that one. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the tip. I don't want it too big, but I do have chunks. I should have told you, I have chunks of dark chocolate in here, which complements it beautifully. So I don't want to fill too full. I do want to leave room for the cover, but I want enough in there that you're going to get that good raspberry flavoring. It's hard to pipe out because of those chunks. They do plug up quite easily in there. So that one's getting a nice chunk. I hope it's going to get a couple chunks. Well, I hope you're the one that gets that, Mama. Alright, here's a huge chunk that's going to be like, I'm actually going to take that out. It would have been way too big. We wouldn't have been able to seal it. So, I was going to clear away some of this, but it's all going to be sealed anyway. So I'm not worried about it. And I do like that they're nice and deep. So there is lots of room for the chocolate. Now the rest of it, I'm probably just going to actually make a dessert for supper tonight. Worth it. Oh, ice cream. I would taste nice with ice cream, I think. And there's another big chunk of chocolate. Yeah, I definitely didn't cut those down very fine. Alright, so I'm going to shape this down a bit. Just to see if I can fit any more in there. And all the chocolate bounces up and into the mold. It's fine. This one here has too much, so when I go to seal it, I'm just going to pull all that chocolate out. So this is where I get a spoon, and I kind of will, I'm just going to use the end of this fork. Kind of go along and just scrape out some extras. I want to make sure that they sealed, and if you see on my videos from yesterday, so when I was making these, I was making white chocolate, pralines and bonbons. You can see a few videos where I actually did some boo-boos and had them too full. And the chocolate, actually the white chocolate was too thick to begin with, so when I went to scrape, it just kind of pulled that fillings out. So I did make quite a mess and had to do some cleaning up off camera as well, just to make sure. So I'm going to really make sure, hopefully, this time that I'm not filling them too full. I want them to be sealed, but at the same time I do want moms to have a good chocolate, not just bite into it and have 90% chocolate and then a little bit of a taste. I can actually put some more back in there, I think. I'm going to clear that off, and you don't want any of this stuff hanging around there, right? You got to make sure that the sides are clear so that it will seal when I pour the chocolate in to cover it. So I'm going to let that sit for a little while before I cover it. But while we're waiting, I do want to check on, let's see, I'm worried about that one. I don't know if this one's going to seal well or not. It seems to come pretty high. I do want to check these flowers. I have no patience when it comes to looking at the chocolates once I've filled them and sealed them. I always want to check before they're done. But those, they did harden nicely, as we can see. So I'm going to switcheroo places here. And see, I'm actually going to do this one first because I did pour that one first. And then, so it's actually sat a few seconds longer than the others. Not that it matters. I'm going to do this one because it was the first, and I want to see what it's going to look like. Just going to make sure that it's kind of hardened all around. I'm just loosening the edges so that when I do pull it out, I'm not going to rip any of the pretty detail. And then from the bottom, I'm going to push it up just to ease it out. I'm always scared with the first because I don't know. I'm really concerned about that centerpiece not adhering to the rest of it. And then with the colors, oh wow, oh boy. Oh, that is pretty, look. So you really can't tell much of the blue. I mean, from you, actually, you're with the light, you're actually seeing it quite nicer than what I see it in person. It actually turned out really nice. So those are going to be Mother's Day chocolates, and I hope one of you moms out there watching, I hope that you got one of these. I have a dozen. So I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I'm hoping you are one of the moms that get one of these flowers because I'm blown away. They actually look extremely cool. It's too bad that there's still some spots like that didn't get filled completely, but overall I'm really happy with it. I don't want to pull any more out just because it's still a little bit tacky in spots. But yeah, so happy Mother's Day, Mama, that got this flower. Man, I'm very happy when they turn out. I never expect things to turn out quite the way I envisioned them in my head. And that last minute of adding that color to that first layer of petals, it is, wow, it's so beautiful. I'm very excited now. So I'm going to shut the camera off and do a little jump up and down happy dance that I had a success. And then I'm going to get my chocolate that was left over. I did peel it off of here. I have quite a bit left, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to figure out what we're going to do with this one. I think I might do just a straight hazelnut to complement that. That's actually, anyway, we'll figure something out. I might, yeah, because I don't have a ton of chocolate, but I think I'll have enough to do one of these. So, all right, stay tuned. Check out the next video, and we'll continue on.